Hello and welcome to another West March Guys live stream. I am going to be your DM tonight, AJ, and this is my lovely cast and crew that is joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us for our 44th episode.
Milestone.
We're getting there, but let's get our sponsors out of the way quick. McCarthy Farms currently doing strawberries right now. You should get them while they're nice and cool and juicy and delicious. And anything that gets held up right now. But looks like we're real shy on sponsors this week. So let's dive in. For Etrian, who hasn't been with us in a while,
Lost.
you began your little we'll start your flashback with you going to help with what has been called Asphaya Falls, that little arc where the town was set aflame, people were killed, specifically Pothos and Trypha, and you guys were able to shamble your way to a success, finding a lot of information on one of the rival ships, safes. You discovered that there was a safe house that was off to the northern coast of Uraith, which is a large island continent almost, or that sits on the northwestern edge of Octheon. You also got a prisoner who you tortured and interrogated, torture gated your way to the same information that you found in the book. Zilch got, I don't know how much satisfaction out of a little bit of a revenge, drowning the motherfucker in a slow sort of distilling, just bone-chilling way to die, slow drowning, and then putting a decanter of endless water in his mouth, and then hitting the geyser button.
Nice.
Anyway, you guys hopped on your ship and dodged the little kind of wake sort of funeral that was going to happen, kind of not wanting to be a part of the emotional trauma that may ensue. And you hopped on your boat. No, you went to go find your boat at Port Royal, found out that it is safe thanks to Little Bite. You fought some assassins and then booked the shit out of it to the safe house. When you're at the safe house, this is last episode, you found out the safe house was indeed already booby trapped, and there was a small scouting party that was hilariously murdered by Utag and Finn. But the explosion of the safe house and all of the scent of the dead bodies attracted the resident god of Uraith in the form of a gargantuan dragon turtle, which also has a tribe of Sahuagins that worship her as a deity, and feed it and consume everything on the island. But you guys were able to skedaddle away from that little issue, and then Tolland perked up and said that he had someplace that was like kind of a last ditch effort. It could go great, it could go terrible, but it's a little pirate safe haven in the middle of the fucking ocean, right between the Dravasian Ocean and the Irium Ocean. It's called the Birds of Paradise, and it's a small little set of islands that have a lush jungle on them, but it is home to the Birds of Paradise. Is also the name of the small encampment, which is home to an inn or in a tavern that you guys is like a known pirate hub. So if you wanted information on Thaddeus and his whereabouts or what's going on in the pirate world, this is a place to go. But it's also a safe haven, so no fighting, no bullshit, not even like there's a 5 mile radius around the islands where it's like back the fuck off, like take it to other waters if you're gonna do something. You guys arrived, decided to disguise yourselves as Thaddeus men, using Talon as your point man, trying to kind of seem, let's just blend in, say that much. But you guys learned that Thaddeus made a move on one of his would-be allies, the Baroness Phantasma. Um, Snuck in, like lured her into unsafe and unsecure waters under false pretenses, and blew her and sank her into the ocean. And
He made sure to blow her first, though.
yeah. So, but you guys kind of, while you were keeping your ears to the ground and bullshitting your way into the tavern, you guys learned that there was a little bit of a resistance starting to form, what is called the mutineers or the mutiny. And a vague threat may have been tossed Finn's way at the very end, but you guys were invited to the communal pig roast, which is going to be dinner, and that is fairly in the next couple hours. So we decided to end the session with Finn swimming to the ship and grabbing anybody who was not at that session and saying, would you guys like to come onto the island for food? And so we will pick up with, it would be Etrian, Finn, and Nocton would be coming to and hanging out into the communal area, which is the pig roast. And I will move you guys onto that map now. So
Nice.
it is about, it's already starting to get dusk. The pig is not done yet, but they are starting to like prepare it in ways where they're slicing it open to like score it and season it, and it looks like they're doing some like final prep work before they like cut it off and serve it. So you guys have, I don't know, like 30, 45 minutes to like kind of mingle if you would like, or if you could just, or if you want to wait. Rico, or like you overhear people saying that, like, you know, like one guy's like, oh man, I'd love to eat some of that food, and some guy's like, no, you gotta wait for fucking Rico's toast, or like he's gonna fucking blow your hand off before you eat. So it looks like everyone's kind of like hanging out, waiting for Big Rico and Plank and the rest of the chefs to finally like finish this pig. So is there anything you guys would like to do now that you guys are here? There's a lot more of you on the map. So Talon's here. Finn Zilch. I believe. Who else was here from last session?
I don't think Zilch would be here, because Zilch is with the cats.
Okay, so Zilch. Sheila would be here. Was Magmore here? Okay.
Oh, was he?
I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
All right. Well, so that seems like it's about it. So those of you who are down here, Heavy Neck and Sheila look like they're like, oh, we're just gonna fuck off over here and just bud one down real quick. So Heavy Neck and Sheila are gonna go over here, and it looks like they are sharing a Sheila-sized joint, which is a Heavy Neck-sized double blunt, but it does the same effect. So what are the rest of you guys doing? While like you hear like Big Rico, he's just kind of singing along while he's prepping.
Finn's going to message Etrian and Nocton and be like, don't forget, we're Black Fog Company.
How much did I miss? All right.
I feel like he would have explained it before you guys got off the ship, but like.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
yeah, you absolutely can. Like that's something that it's like, hey, before we leave, this is what happened.
Yeah, don't forget, we're the Black Fog Company, and we work for Thaddeus, though we've never met him.
Thaddeus. Okay. What are we trying to accomplish with this again? Just so we're on the same page.
We're trying to find Thaddeus.
Oh. So we can't. That sucks. We can't just ask where he is, because that'd be pretty suspicious.
Because he's very compartmentalized and only tells us what we need to know.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find where he is because we work for him.
All right. It just feels suspicious, but I'm on board.
It's super
Okay.
it's fine. They
All right.
They believed us.
Yeah. Talon's just standing next to you guys, like, "Oh yeah, totally bought it, totally bought it." And he's just
Can I
like,
make an insight check
On
On
me.
who?
on the whole situation?
Yeah.
Can I do an insight check on the vibe?
Yeah, just what's the vibe I'm
Vibe
getting
check.
right
I'll let you make a vibe check, which is just an insight check.
Are you proficient in vibe checks? Oh yeah.
now?
Hold on, I can't see it because I'm looking at
It's
fucking.
21.
Oh yeah. You look around and you are getting the stink eye from more than half of the people that are in these crowds and these little groups. Plank, who is chopping up what little vegetables are going to be served with this meal. She looks like she's just like cutting, and in between like every third cut, she is glancing up, pausing, looking at you guys, and then continuing again. Pausing, looking up, and it just kind of looks like everyone, I mean, Big Rico's back is turned to you, but everybody else looks like they're a little like their all eyes are on you.
So I just need to make a note. I did not bring 9 with me because he currently looks like Caroline.
Yeah.
So that's not a thing that I did. Just
Okay.
clarifying.
That's understandable. But Master, why? I miss you when you leave. All right. So what are you guys doing? Sorry, we definitely got
Trying to be inconspicuous, I guess.
I am naturally conspicuous. I have no social understanding at all, and just sort of walk over and just start peering at the pig.
Hey, as you walk over, yeah, you can't control it. Sorry guys. You walk over to the pig and you're just inspecting it. It looks like they're actually, you know what, let's see how good they're doing.
Oh no.
Average. They looks like they are like performing exactly average. Maybe the temperature should be correct right about now.
And I say, this looks to be a delicious meal when it is complete.
Yeah, the guy who's like, it's just turning the spit roast. It will be delicious. And he just like kind of chuckles to himself, staring at you, goes, "So you work for Thaddeus, eh?"
Indeed.
"What's that like?"
This is going so well.
This is
I would
fun.
prefer to talk about your cooking techniques. It is a skill I am hoping to learn.
Roll a persuasion check.
Alright, nice.
Can I walk up and give him guidance?
If you want to do it, you have to like, oh wow,
Not gonna bother. That's right.
Etrian, as you're walking and kind of like shuffling and looking to see what Nocton's up to, you see that the guy who's like spinning the pig, like, is conversating with Nocton. Now, why do I feel like that's bullshit?
I would
he's,
prefer not to talk about
he has
it.
stopped moving. Oh, what? Like, because you done a bunch of fucking shitty shit? Killed a couple kids, maybe? Strangled a bunch of women, helpless victims, you know? Is that what you do? And then you see a hand come from like right around the pig's snout, just whack, right across the shoulder. Goes, "Hey, fuck off with him. Keep his pig going. We're almost done." And then he like kind of like looks, spits in your direction, and then begins to like spin the pig again.
It's
like,
at this moment that I realize I should not be interacting, and I walk away.
All right, perfect. As you walk away, what's your passive perception?
21.
Jesus.
Hold on. 21.
So as you're passing, like walking back towards the group, when you pass by that other group, you can hear them muttering and talking about. You hear like Thaddeus. You hear like I heard, like he murdered. Like you just pick up these little words that like these people are like clearly talking about Thaddeus and his deeds. But you can walk over. It looks like most people are eyeing you up as you are now like one of the only things that's like moving in this large cluster of people. But you can rejoin the party. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
As I sort of rejoin, I say, it seems as though we should sit down and blend in.
Let's do it. Can't see that going wrong.
I wouldn't mind maybe helping to prepare for some of the food.
I will not. And
Well,
I just go
will
and
then.
find like an open spot, and I just sit down and like pull out a trinket or a gadget I've been working on and just fool around with it.
Well, then I'll go do it alone.
While essentially eavesdropping to all around.
Okay.
I'll go. Would cooking be like a survival check?
You approach the table where they're preparing the last of the vegetables and potatoes.
I want to station myself directly across from Plank.
She gets up as you approach, like you get within 3 or 4 steps before you get to the table, and she like does one final like chop down and then looks up and goes, "Can I help you?"
Oh, actually, I was wondering if I could help you. I'm here to help. I got and Finn's gonna reach back and grab his like silver boomerang, and he's gonna be like, "I can chop things if you like."
What is that?
It's a boomerang.
Ain't that a kid's toy? You want to chop food with a kid's toy?
I mean, I have. Okay, do you have something else? This is all. This is
Look.
what I have that's sharp.
Look, you're sweet, and she gestures down, and as you look down at the table, you can see that most of the prep work for what's like on the table has been complete or is going to be complete within like the next couple like rounds of like her and the person that's like cutting up like the boiled potatoes. So and she's still holding the knife and gesturing to all of this and goes, "So just no thanks, but thanks, I guess."
All right. Well, I just figured I'd offer a helpful hand.
Before it, you ain't like that. And she like starts like cutting up more vegetables.
Oh, I don't know
Why are
what
you
you're
nice?
talking about. Not like who? Pirates?
And she starts kind of was like, well, and she gestures and goes, "These are pirates. That ain't a pirate."
Thaddeus is a pirate. All of these people are pirates. All of these people behind me are pirates. Everyone's a
Thaddeus,
pirate. What are you, gatekeeping pirates now?
Thaddeus
Is
is
that
a
what you do?
Thaddeus is a fucking monster.
True. That is absolutely true. Are you kidding me? You think I don't know this?
So yeah, pirates have a code. That motherfucker doesn't. And then she's just like keeps cutting.
Now, does this code have anything to do with survival? Because working for Thaddeus, at least in my case, is a matter of survival.
Care to explain that?
Well, in these seas, if you don't work for Thaddeus, you end up at the bottom of the seas.
Yeah, it's if you don't know where you're sailing.
Now, look, I've never killed kids or anything. I've never like, I just
Insight check. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure you haven't killed a kid, right?
I have not killed a kid.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Like it's just she's insight checking you, and she just stares you down for a second and goes, "Okay, so maybe I believe that."
Look, I survive. I kill whichever adults I need to kill, whichever monsters I need to kill. I collect the money, and I'm on my way. Just like a pirate, just like any of you.
I mean,
It really doesn't matter who's at the top.
so
Because
you're saying
they're all the same. If he wasn't at the top, somebody else would. Who was that woman? The fantastic.
Phantasma?
Yeah, that one. If it wasn't
You know
him, it would be
anything
her.
about
If it wasn't
Phan-
her, it would be somebody else.
But do you know Phantasma? Like, do you even know anything about her?
Do I need to? She's the head of a pirate organization.
Yeah, but do you even know what she's done?
I have no idea. Who cares?
Man, do you want to know? Do you care?
Do you want to tell? If it seems like you want to tell me, so if you'd like to tell me, then by all means, go right ahead.
All right. So she is going to look over her shoulder at Big Rico, who is just starting to cut into this pig that stopped. He's on one side. He's like cutting off huge like slabs of ribs, like the back, like he's sectioning it off like with rhythmic precision. Like he has like this massive cleaver that's just like he's constantly whistling. It's like another fucking day for him. Um, all right, well, just stand there and listen.
I'm Elias, or Fence, or whatever these things are.
Phantasma, she ain't like other pirates. She only attacks the people that deserve it, the people who are slave traders. She's like the people who would try to restrict the freedoms of those of this world.
Oh, like the Gith. I fought the Gith.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, I fought them. That's so we're like.
So she would be against them.
Well, I like her
Still
already.
fucking alive.
But how did she get to where she is? How do any of them?
Now that's the fun mystery. You know, it's almost like
Well,
you
I
know,
mean, before the bottom of the ocean.
you
but
know,
yeah.
the legend has it that the sea actually birthed, and you see her stop, and a giant shadow cover her body as Big Rico puts a huge hairy hand on her shoulder as she just. I think that's it.
We were just
Save
getting
the
to the good.
conversation.
We were just getting
Save
to
the
the good part.
conversation for dinner. Off with you. He turns and they flip the pig over. He starts covering up the other side. It looks like a bunch of people are starting to now gather around closer, sensing that dinner is on the way. They are not forming a queue, but they are starting to form like this little like half circle around the tables. They are like conversating with, you know, they don't seem like they're like having all hushed conversations. There's laughing, there's like boisterous like jokes, there's like, you know, some like light horseplay as some guy knocks a drink out of some guy's hand. So like it's like kind of like there's still a little bit of humanity around you, mixed in with a little bit of suspicion. But as you hear Plank stick one of the knives into the table and go, all right, let's get this party started. But first, Rico kind of brushes off his forearms a little bit, wipes his hands, grabs one of his goblets that's sitting there. Before we eat tonight, I would like to toast our newest arrivals and members of the Black Fog Company. And he throws his glass or his goblet towards you guys. These brave individuals sail under Thaddeus Decatur, in his newly acquired empire of traitors. He murdered the Baroness in cold blood, and he's like holding his glass higher, almost like with pride. A decision that not only makes him a coward, but also leaves a sour taste in every decent sailor's mouth that call these waters home. He then swings his goblet around and just kind of spills a little bit. He goes, "All of you here, I ask you, did the Baroness not sail her fleet to these very shores and protect us during the long red night from the knights of Viomacania?" And he takes a big, proud gulp. "Did she not sail halfway around Solanum to bring us the plants and the trees and the berries and the fruits that would bring us this food and drink that is before us?" Thaddeus, in his actions, are going to bring every lawman's sails to our shores. And soon, there won't be any safe place left for us. This is all thanks to him. And the men and women, and he gestures to you again, who made it all possible. You guys now look at the people who are starting to gather for food. Their demeanor has changed. It looks like they are starting to draw daggers. There's some small pistols. One guy pulls out a crossbow from behind his back. And as these people sort of menacingly start to circle you, Big Rico takes one big gulp and puts his foot on top of the table and goes, "Now I'm gonna give you guys one last chance to leave here. And you better fucking realize that this is the only pleasantry that you will ever receive henceforth. You leave. Yeah. And if we so much as see a black flag stain these waters, it'll be the last flag they ever fly. You can go tell your master that." Yeah.
I would like to do an insight check on him.
Okay.
I'm observing the reactions from pretty much everyone, and I'm realizing that these people may be more similar to our mindset than we initially thought.
Maybe.
Should we try the truth, you guys?
But I get advantage on that one.
Okay.
So 14.
Yeah. It looks like every single person here is going to be siding with Big Rico and Plank and the Birds of Paradise and the late Baroness.
And specifically that they are
Anti-Thaddeus.
Yes, okay.
They do not like Thaddeus one fucking bit. And they're trying to run you out of their fucking paradise for it. For just even representing them.
Okay. So Nocton's going to stand up and say, perhaps our disguises were a little too accurate for you.
Too good.
He's not going to say anything after that until they respond.
Big Rico takes a big step onto the table, still holding his drink, walks over it, then drops down in front of it. Gets up to you, Nocton, and you can smell the mead on his breath. Goes, "You want to repeat that?"
And I say, what if we told you that Thaddeus were actually our mortal enemy, and our goal here today is to find where to find him?
Okay, he's gonna insight check you.
Please roll high.
He's a bartender, so he's good at this.
I think you have to roll persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
Oh,
Like give him
sorry.
guidance, just tap on the back, like you got this.
I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm. Oh wait! Hold on. No, that's for saving
Oh
throws.
no!
Flash.
Utag puts his helmet on. Not the worst odds.
Hold on.
Edrin's very confused. Not even supposed to work today.
I mean, I'll add 5 to it. That's all I can do.
Okay, but he just stares you down, and like this white foam is starting to corner up in his mouth. He goes, I think that's really, really, really fucking convenient. And he points
It would have been.
right to Tolland and goes, that motherfucker has a tattoo sporting and supporting Thaddeus. And you're gonna tell me that you guys are secretly hating him. You're secretly double agents. That's fucking funny, am I right? And then everybody around starts to fucking roar with laughter.
Finn just wants to like lock eyes with Plank while this is happening.
Okay.
And he's gonna cast message and be like, is it really so unbelievable?
Roll a persuasion check. Okay, roll an average. Nice.
21.
She can respond, right? So she responds.
Just realized I rolled 2 nat 1s on persuasion in a row.
Yes, you did.
You're so good.
I'm not okay, so you just hear in your head, I ain't the one that's you gotta convince. And then Plank perks up. Now, Big Rico, come on. And she brings him up and goes, wouldn't it be funny? Come on, tell us the whole story then. Tell us your secret past that proves your worth. And she's like kind of like drapes over him, pulls his cup out, takes a sip, and then puts it back in his hand, and then like slinks back front to behind him. And then Finn, you get a very subtle.
He's gonna like nod his head at her and be like, see, here's the issue. At this point, we can say whatever truth or lies, and it will be seen as a lie, because you all have decided that we're the enemy. Even if we did work for Thaddeus Takeda, which obviously the jig is up, we do not, but even if we did, you want to kill 5, 6 lowly hench people for something that was not done by us. You don't know our past. You don't know our reasons for doing what we've done.
But
you don't even know what we've done.
But you chose to side with a monster.
We chose to survive.
Oh, I don't. How about this? If this is the truth.
I told you how we. Okay, so my story about how we came to work for Thaddeus Takeda by downing one of his own ships.
I remember.
That was a half-truth. We did that. We did not then get offered a job. His thugs then came and destroyed Asphyra trying to get to us.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage, because as you say Asphyra, you see a glint spark in his eye.
Guidance?
No, you know what? I have a thing.
Okay.
I think I add 2d4.
Ooh, that's even better.
So add 4 to that, so 17.
Okay, that's good. He walks up to you. You said Asphyra. What happened?
Asphyra burned to the ground. Half of its citizens are dead.
His hand doesn't move, but you watch his goblet slowly like just drift and slide out of his hand.
I'm gonna catch it with Mage Hand.
All right, roll a Arcana check, because as he drops it, he is going to grab both of the ends of your robes. He goes, "Are you fucking me?"
I could take you there real quick if you want to check it out for yourself.
He death glares at you, at Etrian, for a second.
Asphyr was our home base. We left for.
Tell me Caroline's okay.
So out of game, I can't. Caroline's fine, right?
Yes, Caroline is fine. She's the only one that survived it.
Okay. Yes, Caroline is one of the few who survived.
The shoulders relax. You're telling me Thaddeus took Asphyr now?
Thaddeus burned Asphyr to the ground, and now Asphyr is split between Moyo and Port Royal. But let me tell you, in the process, we killed every single person on that fleet.
Everybody that is around you is slowly creeping forward to just listen. Their weapons are still in hand, but they are now like not drawn or at the ready. They're like at their hips, and it looks like they're all creeping in to just kind of listen to what you're saying.
They killed our friends. They killed families. We tried to stop them, and we failed. In the process, we killed every single one of them.
He smiles, and he takes.
Have you a cleric among you? I'll swear in a zone of truth.
He looks around at everybody who is gathered. You can hear the fire like just crackling off into the distance. I don't know, guys.
Do you want to know why we're here?
I do.
What's the first thing we asked you when we got here?
Where was Thaddeus?
And why do you suppose that would be?
Well, it sounds like, and then you hear from behind him, who is now like kind of like having to step out of his shadow once again. It kind of sounds like they're trying to start a mutiny. And they both look at each other, smile, and then look at you guys, and almost with an eagerness, they await your response.
I'm going to chime in and say, we are happy to take the burden of responsibility for initiating said mutiny, if that is what you prefer.
Well, Nocton, it looks to me like they've already initiated it.
That fucking means yes. You hear Heavy Neck just like from behind you guys. Everyone kind of looks at each other for a second and just goes, yeah. And Big Rico, you see like this weight just drop off of his shoulders as he kind of like comes up to you, and there starts to be joking, and everyone starts to gather around the tables, and he like throws this big heavy hand on your shoulder, Finn. He goes, man, I didn't think that we were gonna find another one with a ship. And he's like looking lustfully off at the ship that's parked offshore. So let's get you some food.
Rico,
And
real
he's
quick.
completely changed.
Rico, real
Wait.
quick, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why didn't you just kill us in the bar?
Well,
If you were gonna kill us here anyway, why did you invite us here?
he looks back at Plank. Goes, someone thought it might be beneficial to explain to you that There's, yes, we could be called pirates, but we do have a code, and it's not a bad one.
All right.
You might like it. You might like it if you want to hear it. So, and then he's like, "Come on, let's go. Who's eating this? Let's get some food in you."
I'll take some.
Um,
I'll have some.
as you guys start to like shimmy along the serving line, Finn, you and Nocton are scooting next to each other, and you feel two hands push against your shoulders, and Plank just kind of like weasels her way, and then like kind of like does this like friendly little shoulder bump to the both of you and goes, "You should let him talk." She looks at you, Nocton.
That is likely an accurate assumption.
Now I see you cutting in front of us here, and now is that a pirate thing? Perhaps like maybe that's a pirate thing you could work out of your code.
Well,
Maybe
let's
your
call it
code
a
can
hometown
involve no cuts, no butts, no cuts.
Well, the benefit of being able to cut, and then she like moves to the other side of you, and then takes her knife and pulls out like this, picks this huge big steak, or this huge flank, and then like puts it on your plate and goes, kind of get the bigger ones, and then like slams it onto you, so you now have like one of the bigger portions. Then she puts some onto her plate and like takes some, then throws it to Nocton. Roll a dex check or dex save to try and catch the meat as it's coming at you. Oh, there you go. There's the good rolls. You lightning fast. You can just like get it right to where like you match the plane of the meat to the plate. So you hear this firm, and then like you're able to like it holds there for a second, and you pull it down.
All right, you can cut. I'll allow it.
Thank you. As you guys finish up with the play, goes, come on, come on, talk with me over here. I need to discuss some things. If our paths do align as such.
Would you mind if I invite my captain over to speak with us as well? Because I'm not technically in charge of the crew. I'm actually not even the first mate. I know you all thought I was, but I'm not.
Oh, who is the captain?
Well, sure as fuck is not Tolland.
She goes, well, that makes sense. Who is it? She looks over. Is it the big girl? She looks. Oh man.
I want to say yes so badly, but no, it's the little child next to her.
The bald one?
Yeah, the bald one. He actually had
with all the tattoos.
He had a mohawk yesterday. He shaved it so he wouldn't be recognizable, because we thought that this place was going to be crawling with black fog.
Well, that is, I mean, I guess a stupid precaution, but does he know how stupid he looks?
Yes.
Okay. You guys make fun of him for that, right?
You should.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. Is that an invitation? She smiles at you and goes, so before you say anything, let me explain. If you're going to join the mutiny, you're going to have to pass through. You mentioned gatekeeping pirates. We have a gatekeeper for the mutiny, and it's our leader. Their name is T. You will meet them when you get there. You're gonna have to go meet them, and they will give you the once over. And if they're okay with you joining, then you're part of the team. Sound good?
And if they're not okay with us joining, do we just die on the spot?
You're bringing a ship. Your buddy probably shouldn't have that Thaddeus tattoo or let her see it at all, ever. So he should do something about that.
Here's the thing, though. It could be useful to all of you, because obviously we convinced the lot of you that we worked for the Black Fog. Perhaps that could be useful to
Can I be honest? I had no idea. It could have been anything, and I would have definitely thought it was Thaddeus's mark.
That's a good point. Who would know other than Thaddeus's people and apparently Rico?
Yeah. I mean, anybody who interacted with Thaddeus's men. See, that's the thing.
Don't they all die though?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Apparently.
Yeah, you guys must have some ability.
shown you anything yet. I'm sorry.
Well,
Perhaps we will at some point.
hold on to those secrets, because I'm gonna have to come with you to navigate. It's gonna be the fastest way.
Sounds lovely. Who else is coming?
Is that all right with y'all?
Are we taking the lot of everyone here?
What are you guys fucking talking about? As Heavy Neck in his shiny head finally like over. It's like a decently lit moon. It's not full, but there's enough moonlight you can see like there's like a nice shine and a ton of scars and dents and injuries that look like they have like glanced the top of his dome.
As he walks over, I'm going to say, you may need to work on some sort of reflection dulling material for that dome of yours. It doesn't really serve well to stealth.
He just does this like real slow turn up at you. Noxon, that was fucking, and he's gonna unarmed strike you. Gonna punch you in the knee.
Okay.
All right. So here, hold on. Let me pull up his.
Knocked on. That's the punchline.
I did tell you I was learning.
Hold on. It's just strength or. Nice. He just glances off to the side and he like frustratedly like brings it back and doesn't try to hit you again. He goes, that was actually pretty funny, mate. Don't worry. I know I look ridiculous. It may have been a rash decision, but the hair's coming back, I promise. And get your jokes in now, ha-ha. That'll be really funny, ha-ha. Let's do it now.
You should wear a hat, and then you'll get a really rash decision.
And Plank like leans in over the and goes, yeah, I kind of like the hat idea. Do you want like, I don't know, we got like a dish towel if you kind of want it, or like I got like this like rag, or maybe like we could kill a calf and take the hair and give you something like Heavy Neck's just.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You should absolutely do it.
Who is this?
If you put a towel on his head, he'll look like a ghost. It covers his whole
Plank,
body.
was it?
Yeah, this is Plank. You've met Plank, right?
I know we've met Plank.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Thank you. Thank you for not running us out of here and killing us all, and we appreciate it. She kind of like giggles and goes, yeah, well, you know, I thought you guys might need help. I don't know. Call me. I got a soft spot for underdog type. But I hear you're the captain. So bald jokes aside, I was telling him this and the rest of them, and you just showed up. But if you're gonna join the mutiny, which I hear you're going to, you gotta meet this entity. He's he is the leader of our little mutiny, and you're gonna have to meet him. So that will have to happen, and I gotta come aboard. And the trip is about a week west. We want to get going. Because he'll be really happy to hear that you guys have a ship. And Heavy Neck's like, that's a lot of assumptions, but I can't say I'm not against them. But yeah, all right. If you can just keep the head jokes down to just the shininess, I'm all right with it. And she jests and like, you know, takes a big swig of rum and kind of goes, I like you a lot. And she like kind of roughhouses your shoulder, Finn, as you guys are able to enjoy the rest of the night here. And you guys can take a rest in like, you know, on like the sand, or in like they got a few beds at the inn. But there will be tons of food. Eventually, Big Rico will start singing some really obscure opera that that then can kind of turn into some other like sea shanties, but and then it obviously turns into a rum just like train wreck, as like pirates get like they don't know how to stop, so like they just drink themselves into falling over and, you know, passing out on the mats that are haphazardly placed all over the beach. You guys are able to enjoy the rest of the night. Is there anything you wanted to do?
Finn wants to go to Big Rico at some
All
point
right.
throughout the night. Like, obviously he's blasted, but like,
Yeah, he
Um,
gets blasted every night.
Finn is actually like kind of drunk at this point too, I think,
Okay.
and he's gonna be like, "So, you remember that secret I told you about what I wanted to do after we took all of the oceans?"
All right, he's gonna roll a history check. I mean, I remember, but let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You wanted to go off into the plains, right?
I wanted
And
to
he,
take the
and he
Astral
like
Sea.
and he like gestures to the stars. Is that not what I'm pointing at?
It might be. I don't know. I don't know how to get there.
I don't know shit. I mean, how
So obviously we're not
are you
doing
gonna get there? That
obviously we're
sounds
not
like a
doing this
tall
with
order.
with Thaddeus's crew, but maybe we can go there afterwards as a giant crew and take the Astral Sea from the Gith.
So tell me more about this Gith, because I know there's been a problem for like a while, but like I've only heard stories, and like you're the third person to talk about them.
Your pirate code is against killing, children and defenseless people. It's against
Yeah,
kidnapping and slave trade.
yeah,
That's everything that they stand for.
yeah. That's kind of what I heard. So, but like,
They plane shift. They come into our plane. They take whatever they can and they bring it back to the Astral Sea.
do they do this a lot?
Well, from what I can tell, they've done it plenty. I know they've done it at least once.
Well, for our lot, once is usually enough. You usually don't get a second chance at this.
Was enough for me.
You know, when you go meet T,
Oh, don't tell me T's a Gith.
no, 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 no.
Because then I'd have to kill your leader, and nobody wants that.
No, no, no. All right, so let's see if he can keep his trap shut. Okay. He holds his tongue for a little bit and goes, no. So, if you want to go to different planes and go to like someplace else, I think T's could help you out.
And I'm just like, excuse me. I immediately am interested. I'm not interrupting the conversation.
Look, it's Captain Cement Tongue.
Nocturne, I did not even see you there. You just like blended in with the night.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
I heard mention of travel between planes.
That was some wild stealth. You should
Wait,
like.
Is that why?
Capitalize
Is that
on that.
why? Are you guys trying to go to the planes together?
Well, he's trying to go to some fuck all
Yeah,
I am,
what are you?
I am trying to get home.
What are you? I've been saying a little history check to see if he remembers anything about this. Are you like a Triton? Are you like a sea elf? Is that what
I am not from this plane.
I don't have ears.
I am a Vidalcan.
Well, I thought like it's just like he's blue and then like he doesn't.
I'm literally a sea elf. Do we look alike?
I know, but like you could be like stepbrothers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, stepbrothers. That's yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
What were you saying?
I am a Vidalcan. I am from Ravnica, not this plane.
Ravnica. That's fun to say. Ravnica.
Ravnica.
I do
Ravnica.
think that the names of my home are also very
I've never heard of it.
pleasurable to the tongue.
Is it a real place? They're just making shit up.
I'll give you pleasurable to the tongue. That was a joke, by the way.
Oh, I think that's a good time to leave you guys to it. I got another song in my lungs, and he's gonna stand up. La! And you just like see a bunch of people, like one like chick swigs the bottle, goes, shut up, and then like throws it into the fire, it shatters, and like it's like the flares up, and he just like goes over and starts following her as like he's just singing louder, like 5 feet away from her as he's tailing her until she walks back into the tavern, and you watch him obnoxiously finish his song right as the door closes behind him. But he's now in the tavern and gone. So just apparently drunk fucking with, not drunky fucking that girl. Maybe, who knows?
If Nocton turns away at all, Finn's just gonna cast invisibility on himself and just remain right where he is.
Perfect.
I will obviously be distracted by the opera, and then I will turn back to converse with Finn.
He's not there. Well, roll a perception check at disadvantage. No, it's your stealth at advantage. His just normal.
At disadvantage is 25.
Okay.
At
Oh, man.
advantage is 25.
Rollies.
So roll again.
Roll it again.
Disadvantage is 23 that
Oh,
time.
Jesus.
All right.
Your perception is so good.
So dumb.
Nocton. I'm gonna steal from a little bit from another podcast or another show.
Exandria.
Dude, it was amazing. Was it not?
So good.
I was,
So
dude,
good.
I was like, "Fuck you, Morgan. I hate you." That's amazing. Like, so
So good.
one of the things about, and I'm gonna paraphrase his like eloquent speech, but one of the things that is required for sight is light. So one of the parts about invisibility is you need to be able to see, or else you won't be able to see anything. So part of the spell is you have to train yourself to leave just tiny little openings for your pupils. And Nocton, maybe you can see that he's leaving footprints in the sand in front of him, but you look and you can see that he's like maybe a foot away from you and sees two little black spots that are just like slowly bobbing back and forth, eye width apart.
And I say, that is an excellent trick, Finn.
Fuck. How did you do that?
And I just go like,
No.
Oh,
were
wow.
it any darker, I likely would have missed it.
Okay, try this, and then he's just gonna cast Dimension Door and just like disappear.
Oh, because the dimension door is invisible too, right?
Yeah.
And I say to no one, I say, that worked.
All right. Anybody else that would you like to do anything? Utag, you are Etrian.
Utag is going to pull one of the little crabs off of his leg and cast Beast Bond with it and just have him go explore around this little compound for him.
The crab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It like looks at you and then like you like look down it and give it the command of just like go explore, and it just like its eyes just kind of do this little like whoop whoop, and then it just starts like heads for under the table, eats some of the scraps, and it looks like he's gonna start perusing around, but he's definitely eating first.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for him to come back to tell me like if he sees anything cool or like something that Utag would be interested in.
Okay. Anything shiny?
Yeah, pretty much anything shiny.
All right.
If it brings me back a coin or something like that.
He's like a crow you train for like.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
Awesome. Etrian.
I want to look around and see if I can find anyone that looks like a farmer, because they said they grow all this stuff themselves here.
Oh yeah.
And
it looks like
offer
there
to
are a
do
few
the-
people that were bar hands. Plank is right next to you guys. She's been like yucking it up with you guys the whole night. She's like, yeah, we grow some of our own stuff. Whatever.
Son, well, I can help you grow more
Oh, you
one of the
can.
days when we're not doing anything. I am a
Holy shit. Like,
pretty useful druid.
Okay.
I can't do it tonight, but after we meet your leader, if they decide not to kill us, then we can help you. Well, I mean, either way, we can help you. It just will be harder if I'm dead.
She looks at you, Patron. Do you want to come check out what we got growing in the back? With me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your passive insight?
19.
She's definitely flirting right
No shit.
now.
Metron hasn't been around people in 100 years.
All right. So she is going to, as like you start walking towards the back of the inn, she's gonna like swoop under your arm and pull you close, and you can just like smell this little bit of like perfume that she has on. That's like just like tiny bit of lavender. And she giggles and goes, so yeah, we got the berries over here, and then around the back is where we got all the hops, and then like the second that you basically get around the corner where no one else can see, she slams you up against the wall, and then
God.
just goes to town if that's what you're into.
I'm doing a quick insight check just to make sure there's nothing fishy, but yeah, Etrian's
Go for
been
it.
lonely.
Roll insight. Yeah, you are a hot piece of ass, and she's trying to get laid.
Yeah, I'll make a new friend.
All right. So you guys all watch Etrian and Plank disappear out back, seemingly talking about plants and other food and other things, supposedly.
Other things.
I believe that's it. So we will, perfect time to fade to black, as Plank will, after a little bit of outdoor foreplay, will bring you up to her like attic loft that's in like the left side of the Birds of Paradise Inn, where you start to looking around. Roll a perception check. This girl, this woman is super fucking into astrology. She has star charts. She has maps all over her fucking walls. She has navigator's tools thrown onto a huge desk, which I'm assuming you throw her onto, and then eventually
Reading stuff.
go to her hay bed, and then so as you're kind of rolling around in the sheets with her, you start to get the idea that this girl like is really into like astrology.
Okay.
Did you actually mean astrology or astronomy?
Astronomy, sorry.
Okay. I was like, whoa.
I mean, could be both.
Yeah.
Not to have ulterior motives, but would I know if that would help? They were talking about the astral plane.
Roll a history check or arcana check, whatever one you want to do.
History or what, arcana?
History or arcana.
They're both the same. Oh, I'm distracted.
Hold on, why is my thing resized?
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Preoccupied. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, I had to scroll down and reset my window, but yeah. So you're not picking up much except for that, Plank's a pretty good time.
It's a good night.
Yeah. The rest of you can get a full night's rest, either on the ship or on the island. Heavy Neck and Sheila will pass out near the fire, yucking it up with any of the big dudes, as Sheila's probably arm wrestled everybody that thinks they're huge here. But you guys wake up the next day. You guys feel full. You guys get your long rest. Etrian, it looks like you wake up on your own, to an empty bed, but you quickly look over and you can see that she is with a childlike smile on her face, scribbling like mad onto a very large, like we're talking like 36-inch long scroll. And as you like pull yourself up to one shoulder to like look and get a look at what she's doing, it looks like she has. You're not a cartographer, but
No.
this is one of the most intricate maps you have ever seen. Not only of like just like in detail, but in size alone. It looks like she has mapped out like, I mean, you've seen the map that Heavy Neck and Talon use. This is like an artist actually got a hold of the data.
Wow.
There's geography that has been put into place, mountain ranges that are shown, bodies of water that are on the continents. And as you peer across her desk, you can see that she has a small collection of tomes that you can only assume are encyclopedias, but she looks like she is using her navigator's tools to make sure that every detail of her course is perfect. And she doesn't even kind of notice that you're awake.
I'm just gonna go, hey, and I'm looking around at all the star charts and stuff. I'm kind of like, so what's your sign?
Oh, you're still here? She leans back and then like puts the pencil into her mouth. Goes, yeah, a little bit. You could call it a. I've always called myself kind of a soul drift, and looking up
Looks
has
like
always kind of given me a sense of purpose and wonder, and it's just so fucking pretty.
and she's drawing out like a path that she's gonna trying to take, like she's
Yeah,
navigating something. Look, it doesn't look like you're that adrift.
well, whoever birthed me, whatever genes I'm pulling from, um, is a little bit of chaos and wonder and a little bit meticulous, tedious perfectionism. She's like, okay, I'll show you. And then she like dives into bed with you with this giant fucking scroll, and
Shit.
uh, she like cozies up next to you and goes, all right, so check out what we're doing. And she grabs your hand and she starts using your finger like a compass.
Yeah.
She goes, so when we're going into these waters, we got to avoid stuff here, here, here. And she's like moving your fingers with her because here's pirates, here's lawmen, here's lawmen, here's lawmen, here's pirates, here's pirates. And then she's like, basically, she's like, we're going to take it's going to seem like a long, convoluted route, but I promise you, if we stick to it, we ain't going to have any trouble.
Not familiar with any large trees around the area, are you?
What?
Could save us some trip, that's all.
Yeah, sure. I just she goes and she just takes her she goes, reaches over you, grabs her quill, and she goes, okay, here, I know a tree. And she goes to where the island of birds of paradise and goes, I know one right here. And then she like goes over to like around where it's fire and she goes, well, I know that you're from over there, so there's probably got to be like what, 1, 2, and she draws like just like these
At
tiny
least
little
one.
stick figure trees. She goes, there, I know some trees.
Well, adorable, but not as helpful as I was hoping.
All right, but you guys can gather your things with some more flirty conversation. She brings you down. Big Rico is like barely hanging on, but he's like cleaning up the bar. It looks like he's especially rough. And he gives this big beaming fucking smile to Plank. And as she walks down and you walk down from behind her, he goes, all right then. I guess that seals the deal, doesn't it? And you see her pull out this small, like it can be more bigger than a letter opener dagger, and just stuck it fucking right in his head. And he like hits the deck and she barely misses and it slams against his head. She goes, walks over and goes, I need that back. And he just like doesn't even get up. He just like reaches back, picks it up, and then like hands it back over to her over the bar. She goes, thank you. And yeah, a little bit.
I
So
feel like as they're walking out, Utag's little crab will be following them out with one of Etrian's coins in his claws.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. No, can we have it so that they're not in his claws? He's like balancing a small tower on his head. So it's just like he's like doing that
Absolutely.
Pixar short where it's just like constantly trying to fall over, but he's correcting,
Mhm.
trying to put like, and then like he like put like a bottle or a button on bottle cap. But you guys are able to wake up, get all of your shit situated, some more jokes, and you guys can find yourselves on top of the deck, on the deck of the Slippery Bosom. Heavy Neck and Plank meet. It looks like they throw Heavy Neck. It's this hilarious sort of like proud moment where she's like, "Do you have a map?" And he's like, "Do I have a map?" And he
Oh,
pulls
God.
out this little like 4-fold map that's like barely got Octheon and a couple other continents on it. He's like, "Do I have a fucking map?" And she goes, "Oh, well then I guess you don't mean mine." And then she just like lets it go, and it just like rolls like real gracefully down to the like on top of the wood. And it's just like it looks like she even somehow was able to fit in more detail when you weren't looking, Etrian.
When did you have
and-
the time?
And Heavy Neck just goes, I mean, if you're gonna offer such a lovely and glorious, and she goes, "Shut the fuck up," and then just like rolls the scroll up, puts it in her chest, goes, I've got it mapped out. Don't worry. Can you follow direction?" He goes, "Can I follow direction?" He says with a fucking joint in his hand. He goes, "All right, well, let's go." And then they walk up to the bow of the deck, or to the what is the area
Prow.
where the what is it?
The prow,
Prow? The
front of the front.
no, the back of it where the steering
Oh,
wheel.
Stern.
Stern. Is that it? Okay.
how long has this pirate campaign been going on? No one knows the names of boat
Dude,
parts.
I don't remember. I've got other fucking details in my head. Sorry.
That's fair.
But you
That's
guys,
all the way back at page 1.
Yeah, right.
yeah, I've got that's like 100 pages. 5 pages ago. So you guys can pull your boat around and head due west. Now, it is going to be a long and begrudgingly tedious week of sailing. But can everybody give me a? Let's do. It's you can use whatever skill you want. Well, let's make it a skill challenge. So I need 3 successes before 4 failures. And you have to use a skill, and you have to tell me how you're using it, and then you can't reuse a skill. You can't use a skill twice. So, as you guys are just like everyone like halfway through the day, you gotta like turn the boat like 90 degrees and go like south for a little bit, and then like you gotta help navigate and get the ship over to like heading west again, and then like go double back east for a little bit, then go north. And so what are you guys doing to help?
I will use my perception to notice a weather issue that we can then go around.
Okay. You can easily spot some nasty clouds that are starting to form. And when I say they're starting to form, I mean the only fucking person in the world that would notice that they're starting to form would be Nocturne and a very
Like I can tell that there's like a low pressure system coming in, and it's a little bit humid on
Yeah.
over to the east. So
Yeah,
like
you just see like the faintest bit of sign of it where it's collecting. And you're like, yep, that's it. And people are like, even the guys in the and it's like, no, it's really not. And you're like, nope, just and you're like, you just wait for like 5 minutes, and then it just off in the distance, and Heavy Neck just goes, "All right, you win. Fuck you." But yeah, so that's definitely a success. Who else is going?
you said 3 each.
No, just 3 in total.
Josh, we
Oh,
can't
3
hear you.
total.
Can I oh, still can't hear you.
Yeah, Jake, or sorry, Utag.
You hear me now?
Yep.
There we go.
All right, sorry about that. Can Utag use his religion to pray to his god for guidance through the water, since it is a water god?
Okay,
Oh, that's useful.
Would he be able to do that?
go for it. Roll a religion check.
11.
As you kind of just like hang your feet off of like the front of the ship, just dangling there on one of the calmer days. You just like are staring down into the water, and you're just trying to put yourself or connect yourself with Dagon, and nothing's going on. Nothing's happening.
Should have tried in primordial.
And then you feel yourself just slip off into the water, and then you feel yourself splash, and you're sort of like the boat's not going to hit you, but you just like you're drifting there for a brief moment, and you hear this one word echo from below. And then you feel your head like breach the water. And I mean, you didn't get anything, but your guy definitely had something to say. So that's one failure. Who's up?
Does it have to be different skills each time?
You, the person, cannot. All right, no, let's just make it. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's just because you might have to do more. So each person cannot reuse the same skill.
Okay, but if someone already did perception, I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off the front of the ship and turn into a giant eagle, and fly around a bit and make sure there's nothing. Make sure we're on the right course and make sure nothing's changed because I saw the map. So look around, make sure there's no like unexpected ships or anything.
Roll a perception check.
19. I have advantage as a giant eagle.
Good for you.
Sent.
Well, Plank was definitely right. Maybe there was some slight bickering, whether or not Heavy Neck wanted to just plow straight, because why would you do a U right there? Like, and Plank was like, no, there's literally a patrol. There's a line right there. There's a small island they use as a base, and you go and soar up higher than the clouds and start to scout off in the direction she tells you. And sure enough, there's a small, tiny fucking island, and there's a ship, and it's sailing the red, black, and white flag of Via Macania.
Okay.
So, great. And you can return back and report what you saw, and Plank just gets to drink a big gulp
Yeah.
out of a glass if I told you so. And you guys can head due south and then make your U-turn around their patrol. So that's 2-1. Who's up next?
I would like to use deception.
Deception.
No.
I would like to use deception in that if we are anywhere near like an opposing force, I would like to cast like a distant fireball in another direction to draw them that way.
Okay, so here we'll do this fair. I'll roll to see if you encounter a force that's necessary. Okay. So it's just got to be above a 10. 19. Yeah. So as you guys pull your U-turn, maybe, just maybe, you guys were unlucky, but that patrol that was in that little area, that little pocket, ventures out a little farther west than they really thought. And Finn, you can see that there's a ship off in the distance, and you can. What does this look like when you do this?
I think what I would do is probably just because Finn tends not to use all of his magic, like unless he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
So if he sees a ship off in the distance and we're trying to avoid it, Finn's gonna just blow all of his magic to just do like dimension door, and then shoot a distant fireball in another direction, and then just dimension skip back to the boat.
Nice. As you and then everybody that's on the slippery just sees this very, very distant fireball. You see that the ship pauses, and as you guys are sailing off west, you see it slowly starts to turn and head off in the direction of the fireball. And that's 3 successes, guys. Yay!
Hey, we made it.
Oh
What? Not yet.
yeah. Got
Part 1.
Well, yeah, Plank may have like massaged some of the details about the trip.
It's fine. I've dealt with a Kraken before.
So
Wait, what?
so to avoid some detection, as we're gonna crest on the furthest northwestern tip of Gervasa. Now that you guys are, sailing around it, uh, there's a little bit of like it's treacherous. It's like not fun to sail through, but we definitely don't have to worry about like anybody else, and that's the safest way we're gonna go. So I hope you're not afraid of ghosts. And she like giggles and then like rolls up the scroll and like jumps out of bed. Um, as
No, not again.
Pretty
So-
excited to see some ghosts, actually.
No,
as
we did ghosts. We did ghosts already. As soon as you guys brought me on the ship, we did ghosts, and
So-
we're not doing ghosts again. I did not let.
That's
the
not
ghosts-
fair, though. I didn't get to go on that ship, so I would like to see some ghosts.
so Finn, as you wake up on like the 5th day journey, you were not really made aware of this conversation. This conversation's happening as you guys wake up below deck, and Plank just kind of smiles and goes like, kind of too late on that, sugar. And you guys can like go up to the deck and see that you guys are now sailing through. There are these large, like rough cut spires that are jutting out of the water. There are visible shipwrecks off in the distance. And Heavy Neck and Tolland are in their classic yelling match of who gets to fucking steer, because Tolland's gonna fucking crash it. Heavy Neck's already too stoned to be able to do anything like useful, and you guys can wake up to the soothed sounds of sailing through a, like, I haven't named it, but the cliche name would be Shipwreck Cove.
Classic.
So, can everybody roll a survival check?
Maybe
As
like
it is-
initiative. What?
it is going to take everybody's hands on deck to be able to like navigate through these waters. That means Finn, I need you in the water, looking for places we're gonna run aground. Like
Yeah,
I-
Finn's gonna use some sorcery points right there.
we need eyes.
I've got
I
control
I mean,
water
I can
prepared,
breathe
so if anyone
underwater, or I can just go sit underwater.
I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. It's just we got to make sure that this ship doesn't run aground, because we're stuck in this entire thing for a whole day.
All right. Yeah,
Thanks, Plank.
Finn's swimming.
All right. So,
Gazing guidance. You said survival.
mhm.
Oh,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
guidance.
Nice roll.
The one time I really needed it.
Yeah.
I was about to cast enhance ability.
Yeah. You probably need it. All right. So, you said guidance.
I mean, it's not gonna help, but sure.
Yeah.
Well, it helps with ability checks.
Yeah. Critical failure. That's
Ah!
wow. Just big
Not
slap in the
great.
face. All right.
Not great.
So Finn.
He's
and-
seasick right now, obviously.
so
Hank rocks
Finn
my world.
as you guys are now, Nocturne, are you in the water too?
I think that I will sort of lower myself down to the prow, to the like right underneath the bow of the ship. So that I can like see everything in front of the ship.
Okay, cool. So those of you in the water, you look around, and I don't know how alarmed you guys are, but the depth of, or sorry, the collection of debris and ships and wrecks that sit below the water is vast. You see piles of ships that look like they have been destroyed by maybe cannonballs and these pillars. There's plenty of ones that have run aground and split in half. And as you look around, what is can everyone, those of you in the water, roll perception checks? And you will see this.
If we come near any shipwrecks that are jutting out in a path that we're gonna be going through, I would
Mhm.
like to Eldritch Blast them.
Okay.
Like basically just clearing a path.
Yeah. And as some of these ships break apart, you can see like a giant nose of it floats up to the top, and there are like 3 or 4 still kind of half decomposed bodies that are now floating next to it. Those of you who those are good perception checks. You look around, you can see that there is movement that is darting through the shadows, like keeping pace with your guys' path along this cove.
All sort of quasi surface. I'm like kind of like half submerged.
Yeah.
And I will either I think at that point I will raise myself up as Finn is sort of taking care of the obstacles for the time being.
Yeah.
And alert the crew
Okay.
that there is something that it seems to be following us.
All right. Well, Plank, since just you're so knowledgeable, what might that be? I don't know, like fucking animals or something. It's probably like did you get a good look at them?
Not yet. However, they are seeming to be intelligent enough to stay out of sight.
Yeah. Well,
But not much escapes my notice.
Well, to be honest, we usually just sail through. We usually just sail through these parts, and just don't bother anybody. All right. So
I think the
can
Eldritch
you tell Finn to
Blasts
watch where
might
he's
be
blasting?
bothersome.
Yeah, can you tell? Like, I understand he's trying to help, but like, can he keep it down to a minimum, maybe?
I'll dive back in and sort of just like show up next to Finn and just tap him on the shoulder.
Finn casts message and says, "What?"
I believe we may be disturbing the locals, and the crew has requested that we stop.
What locals? There's no locals here. Everything's dead.
Finn, you would
Trust
have
me.
seen. You were part of the perception check to see as well.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I was too
Yeah.
low. My bad.
No. Sorry, I said both of you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so something's following us now.
Indeed. You may have disturbed them with your...
Okay, do I blast it?
I don't know.
Alright, well, I'll just only blast things that I need to blast? Yeah?
Okay. I will inform the crew.
Just kind of been blasting all willy-nilly.
And I will swim away like a dolphin.
All right. Well, I guess it's as good as we're gonna get. Just make sure if he's gonna, just I don't know.
I do not believe any of us are going to be able to control his actions.
Yeah, I like Finn.
He is observant.
So, all right. So with all of your survival checks, you guys are able to make good time towards right about sundown. It's like you guys finish up dinner, and it starts to get pretty late. Those of you who are on stream right now have unluckily drawn the night shift for tonight. So the rest of the party bids you good night. Heavy Neck kind of swashes the last bit of rum down his gullet and then disappears into the captain's quarters. And the rest of you are left on deck. Plank is up there with you. As you guys kind of hang out, starts the Nocturne. You're probably the first to notice. It's a fog rolling in. Or
I say,
did it roll in?
there seems to be a fog and it is not related to the weather.
You look down and you can see that the fog is starting to collect almost like foam around the edges of your ship, and it starts to billow around it. And you guys watch as the ship starts to become heavily obscured. And you hear off into the distance the ding, 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 ding
No.
echo
No.
across the water.
No.
You hear the creaking of the mast. And as you guys kind of like look and try and get your bearing in this heavily obscured fog, you see this bright, glowing, bluish white pillar of light start emitting or just start coming into view from the rear of the ship. And you hear this just this eerie whistling, this like very somber tune as this warship, seemingly made out of this white and blue ether, spectral, if you will. And you can see these little globules of light that are starting to collect like fireflies around the sails.
This sounds remarkably like what Finn sees when he casts anything with magic.
A little bit.
I am going to immediately cast detect magic.
So I think this is a perfect time to take a break.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, the cliffhanger!
And we will pick up with what kind of ghost ship these guys are gonna see next. So thank you guys for sticking with us, and we'll be gone for like 5, maybe 10 minutes. And welcome back, everybody. So, if you're just now joining us, we are on our way to go see the leader of the Mutiny Against Thaddeus, T. But en route, you guys on the seemingly last part of your journey have had to sail through some shipwrecks and are now being haunted and attacked by a massive ghost warship. So, let's roll initiative.
Small point of order. I can't control my character.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Should have done this before. All right, cool. So everyone's good? Trying movie
Yes.
characters. Nocturne, you would have 9, right?
9. Yes.
You can put her down.
Oh my god, I need
Unless
to
you
get my
want me to
third
put
monitor
down-
set up. Ugh.
I can put down Caroline.
Can I guidance on initiative?
I got it.
Is initiative an ability check?
My roll 20 froze. hold
initiative.
on.
Initiative is usually. its
Here,
own
Nocturne,
roll.
I gave you.
Okay.
Caroline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you got 9. So initiative. Everybody.
How do you do initiative again?
I got
Click
you.
on your icon and then you click initiative in character sheet.
Initiative.
Oh my god.
Nice. Nice.
Well, you
I
know,
used up all my good rolls.
That's really great for us.
You guys gotta survive one round. Do we have a tank tonight? Do we have someone to like frontline?
Do we have a front line?
I'll pretend to be a tank like I usually do.
You will see who we have as front line.
Stone elemental it is, I get, or earth elemental then.
yeah, we're gonna need some help up front and behind.
I
and
do
over
like pretending
there,
to be a
and
tank. It
over
just usually
there.
ends poorly.
Utah can probably jump from right where he is to the other ship.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So,
I am the captain now.
well, that's funny you say that. Speaking for captains, I guess it's heavily obscured, so unfortunately, you guys down here are not gonna be able to see anything. But Tolland is going to attempt to try and see what is on the other side of that ship. So I don't know what his perception is. I'm gonna guess it's a +4. All right, so he's gonna move here. 16. All right. Fuck, guys, I can't see anything. And he is going to notch an arrow and step back towards the wheel, and he's going to hold on to the wheel. Actually, no, he can't notch an arrow and hold on the wheel. So he'll take out his dagger and hold on to the wheel, maintaining course and trying to avoid any of this shit.
Does this ship have cannons?
Yes, it does.
Where are they located?
Below deck, there are 2 portholes.
Why
Yeah.
aren't there deck-mounted cannons? That seems silly.
The ship's still under construction.
It barely functions. The back half is missing. It had to get replaced by planks.
Oh, I forgot this is the one that we stole. Okay.
Yeah, no. This is the OG. This is Slippery Bosom.
It's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Why
This is
haven't you
bad
asked me to
shit
fix
on
it
all
then?
Mhm.
Oh God. All right. So that's all Tom's gonna do. Plank is going to sit there, back up to Etrian, and then draw 2 pistols from her waist, and she's gonna hold her action in case anything comes to attack you guys. Hold on, I didn't have this guy. the initiative. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Okay, he would have gone first. So let's retcon a little bit before all this happened. As the boat lurches forward, it looks like it gets to a certain point and is now going to be like locked in, like right here. And you guys watch as you see these little like faint globules of light that are dancing around the top of this sail, just splashless, dive into the water. And then you guys see, like, if you look over, well, actually you can't really, but you just watch all these like these flashes or motes of light shoot into the water from below you. And that's his turn. Da 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 da. Knocked it.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of run up, not quite to the rear deck.
Yeah.
With 9. And I'm just gonna like I don't know if it's investigation or perception. I want to like see as much as I can make
But you
out
have
about
detect
this.
magic up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be the entire thing is obviously just glows much brighter with a a necrotic essence to
Got
the
it.
magic. There's a few other like hints of other like spells or other schools in there, but it is like gleaming necrotic energy.
Okay. I'm going to sort of yell as much as Nocton yells. I'm going to say, "Are these the ghosts you speak of? There are likely undead nearby."
Yeah. No shit. You good in a fight?
I will let you judge that after the fact.
Okay, good. Etrian, is he good in a fight?
I don't think I know. If he's
All
on this
right,
crew, he
perfect.
has to be useful.
Perfect. All right, is that it, Nocton?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action for if there's like creatures or enemies that come across.
Okay, cool. So you're basically doing what everyone else does.
Yep.
Is doing. Perfect. So Finn.
All right, Finn is going to cast Mage Armor first of all.
Good, smart.
And honestly, I think that's it for now because I don't want to do any bonus action shit at the moment.
Okay.
So he's just gonna, kind of duck back a little bit, cast Mage Armor on himself, and just kind of like skulk a little bit.
Yep, you got it. All right, Utag.
Utag is going to draw his spear off of his back and ready his shield while he puts his helmet on. And he's going to step up behind these two guys here and try to let out a very menacing roar to try to intimidate.
Roll an intimidation check.
18.
As you let out this guttural roar, you hear a ha 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 ha. Your cursed roars ain't gonna scare me, but I got something for ye. Yep. See
Okay.
myself out, guys.
He's going to look at the two people next to him and just get like in a defensive stance and hold his
Alright.
action.
Etrian.
If I'm can I see the ship at all? How obscured are we from being able to like see the ship? Does it?
You would
Can
have to
I?
run. You'd have to run to the railing to try, and then like be like over here to try and get like a decent view. This is like, it's gonna be hard to hit things. Much harder to hit things in this fog than you like would.
I don't
like.
want to. I'm not gonna hit it. I just. Does it look like? Even it looks like a ghost ship, but is it being affected by the water at all?
Ooh, good question. You're gonna have to get closer to find out. But is
Closer than
feel like
here?
it's there? Roll perception.
Uh,
It's a higher DC.
I can get up to here. Perception.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Okay.
I really want to know perception.
Ooh.
Plus. Hey-o.
Good. You can't you can't make out if it's being affected by the water, but you wait and you listen. And normally there would definitely be two boat sounds hitting wakes and sloshing water, and you only really hear one source right now. Yours.
Well, there goes my plan. I would just take a step back and just hang out for the minute to see what they do next.
All right. That's it.
Yep.
Cool. So Ghost Pirate Ship. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. All right. So Ghost Pirate Ship pulls up right next to you, and you see that this end of the fog starts to like dissipate a little bit, so you can kind of like see the ship, and you see a tattered captain's coat that's draped over a scrawny-esque kind of decrepit individual. This is all visage, real thin wispy hair that's like probably would have been pulled in a ponytail, but now just hangs loose, and this kind of flows off with the wind. He's carrying two cutlasses in either hand, and he points them at your ship and goes, "Come on, ye cursed, come fight me aboard me ship and earn your life." And he is going to. Can you all, now that you see him, can you guys all roll wisdom saves? Talon 2.
Oh, we're being charmed by magic.
Oh, you are not being charmed.
Ah, man.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I got a 9 instead of an 8.
Okay. So Talland, hold on, I have to roll one. So Talland fails.
I
so
failed
Plank.
certainly.
Plank fails. Everyone else succeeds. However, Nocton and Talland, because both of you failed your wisdom save by 5 or more, can you roll a d4? Talland, I can't do it.
Yeah, just roll 2d4.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh my god. Nocton,
Mm-hmm.
the spectral visage of this captain in front of you brings back one of a childhood experience that scarred you, that you kind of maybe suppressed, that scared the living shit out of you when you were little. I don't know if you have family members, but you were told this story of something very eerily similar. You aged 10 years.
Interesting.
And Talland ages 30. And I'm going to say Talon actually, because of this age, he grows like a rogue white stripe that just like dances through his hair now. Guys! You hear like
Shit,
a
that
real
might have killed
raspy voice
Bangs.
come from where Talon is. You guys can look over. Oh, you're also frightened of the target. Those of you failed. So Talon is terrified. Nocturne, and so are you.
I am immune to.
So
fear?
is
Hold on a minute.
okay. Talon's turn.
A Dalkin dispassion prevents me from being frightened, I believe. Give me a
The
second.
Dalkin dispassion. That's you can.
No, it's not quite. No, I was wrong.
Yeah, that would be broken. Everyone.
But Caroline is not afraid because she is immune to being afraid.
Yeah, because she's fucking have emotion. All right. So unfortunately, Talon is.
So what does frightened do? I don't even know.
So you have to, now that you are frightened, you have to run break line of sight and then re-roll your saving throw to try and like not be frightened anymore.
Okay.
Of the source of the frightened, which is the captain, not
Got
the
it.
ship, the captain.
Got it.
All right, cool. So he threatened you guys, said come fight me on my ship, and then this guy, Talon, is going to run, jump down, nail his acrobatics check, and he's going to re-roll his saving throw. Nice. All right. So Talon gets down, slams his head up against it, and just like you guys that are right next to him just go, come on, man. And he just like slaps himself. All of a sudden, like, and then like you watch like that white streak just kind of like falls right down in his eye. And then that's going to be his turn as he is going to use his action to 19. So he's doing pretty good. All right, guys, now the fun begins. As this guy beckons you, you hear the sound of scraping, thuds, fabric blowing in the wind as you guys watch appear climbing over the railing these mangled dead bodies that are like as they like pull themselves over the railing. That is all their movement. As they look at you with these hollow, exact same white blue light that the ship is made out of and the captain is made out of, and they all just kind of like dispassionately look at you. And actually, let's dash.
God damn it, Magmore.
Yeah, right. Right when you needed him. Cool. All right, so as these shamble towards you, using all of their movement and all of their shit, it is now Plank's turn, who is frightened.
Does that trigger reactions from people who are holding them?
Yeah, everyone who has a reaction. You only get one of them. So which one are you hitting first?
This one.
That guy? Okay.
Yep. 9 piercing and he's stopped.
All right.
now.
Well, it's still up, but you sink your trident into it.
And I will swing for 17.
Hold on, wait. What are you doing? Oh yeah, because you were holding your action, so perfect. How much?
How much damage
17?
is
17.
that is 15 damage.
15. Okay. You cut open this dude's stomach and just outpour like crabs and barnacles and a sea star and like some rocks and shit. It's just stomach was full of garbage. Now Talon already went and used this thing, so now it's your turn, Nocturne. Oh,
I
sorry, no,
will.
sorry, Plank didn't go. Sorry.
Oh.
Plank is going to disengage, run underneath the deck, and is going to repeat her saving throw. Still frightened. Oh wait, no, she can still shoot and do it at the end of her turn. So she's gonna take 2 shots at these guys. Both hit, right? Zombie. Oh yeah, dude, these have armor classes of 8. Yeah, so you guys are, I'm pretty sure, all gonna just mangle these guys every time. So 13. So 18. Finn, you watch 2 shots nail the 2 zombies that are in front of you.
That was great. Where are you going?
She's terrified. She, like, you can see she's full whites in her eyes. Like, she's just like kind of shaking. She's like, "That's an actual fucking ghost ship.
I thought you were tough.
I ain't never seen one of these before. What the fuck? I am tough. Fuck you." So Nocturne, you're up.
Did I kill this one near me? Is it dead?
It's still up, but barely.
Okay.
It's definitely-
So I'm going to run over to here. And then re-roll wisdom saving throw. I think that that passes this time. And is that guy got to attack me as I run by or not?
This guy, yeah, he's gonna get an attack opportunity. Oh, wait, hold on.
He used his dash action
Dash.
because this guy dashed to get up the ship.
Yeah,
Right?
but he still has his reaction.
Oh, yeah, he still has his reaction to it.
All right. Also, sorry, Nocturne. I completely forgot about the ash part of the ash zombies. Can you make a DC Constitution saving throw when you hit this thing? And Finn, as these
22.
2 bullets go off, can you make 2 Constitution saving throws?
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
19 and 8.
Okay, so the 19 saves. You now have disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for a minute as you breathe in like this disgusting ash that just like tastes foul and moldy and just sticks to the every corner of your mouth and like almost like sludge gunks into your throat. Yeah, so you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effects with a success. So you just need a 10 to get the fucking shit out of your mouth.
Don't breathe it in. Don't breathe it in, guys. Don't
Yeah,
breathe it in.
Nocturne, you saw the smoke and immediately went to cover your mouth as you like dashed through it. It's gonna make an attack at you. It's 15 doesn't hit, I don't think.
Nope.
All right, cool. So that's fine.
So yeah, so I'll run over to the corner. And I in my observation of the ship, is it like, do I believe that it's tangible?
That ship over there.
Yeah.
Roll an Arcana check.
Wow.
Well, it depends. You know that like there are you have experienced certain magic that like was a projection that you could actually physically stand on, but then there are also illusionary sort of magics that are just projections and they don't have any like actual corporal form.
Okay. Second question. What are your rules on operating cannons?
It is an action. Hold on, I actually have this saved.
And
It's an
where are the
action.
cannons?
You have
Exactly.
to. So they take. Shit, hold on. Where would it be? Where would it be? It is an action to light the fuse and have it go off, but it is also an action to load it.
Yeah.
You need 2 people to load each cannon. So like if you're gonna go down there, unless you want to spend 2 actions to pack the powder and then put the cannonball in, it's like it's a team effort when you try to use these cannons.
Okay,
You
so
definitely know how to use one.
I know how to use one. Please. And next question is, could I wrangle another crew member who is currently sleeping below deck to take one of those actions?
Sure. You gotta run all the way downstairs though.
I know. And I'm wondering where on the edge of this ship the cannons are. So I
They're
lay
on
that
both
in.
sides, 2 on each.
2 on each. So one approximately here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run over, take a quick breather, kind of evaluate the situation. I think I'll take another attack of opportunity from this ash zombie as I go through this door.
Yep.
But then I'm gonna run down to
Misses.
below decks.
That's the captain's quarters. That only goes to heavy.
Oh,
deck.
that's only the captain's quarters. Okay, where plank is goes down.
Yeah, heavy. Yeah, plank is over.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna run over to this corner. And
Well, I already rolled the opportunity attack. So you walked in. You opened the door and you took a step into the
just
captain's
take a
quarters.
breather and like, yeah.
You look over at Heavy Neck. He is floating about approximately a foot off of the bed. His wrists, his ankles have this same similar arcane glyphs that are floating around them, and there is a band that is covering their eyes, and they're just floating, and he's just like floating there above the bed.
Okay.
Lucky for you, he sleeps naked, so you get a full.
Do I know what is happening to him? And either I can just roll another Arcana check.
This looks like something that is like a containment spell.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in, take the breather, see this is happening, and sort of yell out of the cabin. Tolland is right there, I'm assuming. And I say, the captain is out of commission for the time being. We must deal with the threats. And
He looks
then
over and goes, "Oh fuck!"
and then I'm
Fuck,
gonna
fuck.
point out the door and fire my pistol at this zombie.
This guy. Okay.
Yep.
Shoot. I mean, what's your plus?
+2. Wait, what do you mean? What's my plus?
Oh yeah, you're gonna hit them. Their ACs are 8.
Yeah. So
Like-
that's 15 and 7.
Yeah. This thing, the body clatters to the ground, and you watch the little mote of light leave its mouth, and then dart right back down underneath the boat. Like it looks like it goes through the deck and is like going straight back down below.
Yep. Okay. And I say, I don't think killing these will necessarily slow the process. We must meet him at his challenge.
Come and get it. All right.
That's all. I'm gonna stay kind of in the captain's quarters for now.
All right, Finn. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Well, fuck me then, right? All right, cool. Shit. Yeah, then I'm gonna balls. That was not my plan. Let me get out of this situation here. Bonus action, quicken to thunderclap.
Okay.
So that's a DC 17 Constitution save for all 3 of those things.
Okay, cool. They got 3. Nice.
so one of them takes 8 thunder damage.
Okay, so I'll say the guy up here at the very top takes. Oh wow! You blow off one of the arms, and it just clatters across the deck, but still up, but barely.
And then I'm gonna cast Thunderstep. So do it again.
Okay, nice. Ooh, nice. All right, so
Two of them take 19. One of them takes 9.
say this guy down here is the only one who saved.
And Finn is going to appear.
Oh, hold on. It was 19 thunder damage. Nice. Okay, so that guy's out.
Where is Finn gonna go? Finn's gonna go up to this deck up here on the ghost ship.
Okay. All right. So as you, both of these zombies just explode from the thunder energy, and this guy's still up. He only takes.
That would have. I think that would have hit that guy too, because it's. I think
Oh,
it's 38.
nice. Okay, well then let me roll another one. Ooh, nice. Still up, but like barely fucking alive. So as you feel your feet hit this, it's the wood almost feels like there's a layer of cushion to it as you kind of like bounce on top of the planks, and it looks like it is pristinely preserved. This ship is not in rough shape. It does not look like it has seen any battles. It looks like it is fresh out the harbor. Very nice. But the captain kind of just like and then points his cutlass at you.
Hi.
First challenger. Cool.
Bring it, bitch.
Yeah. All right. So Utag.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Utog, seeing that the ship is now solid, he is going to make a run and jump and
Across
land.
the world and then back to here.
Yeah, land square in front of the captain.
Nice.
And he is going to attempt to make 3, but will at least make 2 attacks on him. So, the first one for 23 and the second for 24.
Nice. Nice.
So
Both those hit.
first one's 11, second one's 7, and trigger a Polar Master with 22 for an additional 5.
Okay. That to
23.
nice. All right. As you leap forward and you, your trident, it definitely looks like it strikes through, true, but it goes through it, and you can see that the form of it dissipates a little bit and then reforms, and he almost winces in pain, like it's actually doing something, but it just reforms back to its normal form.
I get a very excited look of I'm enjoying this combat on my face. Like kind of like this attack is right up my alley.
Nice. All right. Etrian.
I am going to walk to here, and then
Oh, I forgot about this. You guys, when you step foot on the ship, have to roll something. My bad.
well, now I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
So much going on. Can
We
you,
don't
when
want
you
to.
when you step onto this ship, the surface of this ship, roll a DC Constitution save.
Oh no.
16.
Oh no. Hey.
Oof.
Finn and Utag, you both suffer 1 point of exhaustion. Etrian, you do not. and you are immune to
No.
yeah.
No. And I'm also gonna walk 5, 10.
If I could have seen that happen, I would have been able to help, but I don't think I could see that.
No, it's so heavily obscured when you're on that ship.
And I'm gonna walk up and flank the ghost captain guy.
Okay. That's it.
Yep.
Nice. Utag, can you roll me a charisma saving throw? 15. Nice. You watch him point his cutlass at you and go, let's see what you can do. And then he tries to possess you. And as he like starts to try and merge his form, he just kind of like apparates through you and then onto the other side and goes, whoa,
Son of a bitch.
it looks like you're stronger than you look. And he will turn, and it was his action. Does he have a bonus action?
Joke's on him. I'm already possessed.
I know, right? He just passed through. He goes, "Oh no, I don't want fucking that shit."
Occupied.
He leaves just like, "I'm really sorry for your loss."
Claimed.
Occupied.
Okay, that's a full action to do that. Okay, so as it moves through the 0 feet there, it will then fly upwards 30 feet. So it is now 30 feet up, like
Did it-
floating in the air. And
Did it disengage doing so?
go ahead and roll your attack.
14.
Somehow your trident is able to like lock into this thing's
Shit.
incorporeal body, and it tries to pull away, and you release the trident, and then it is not able. It just turns around, and you watch its cutlasses magically turn into 2 shotguns. And so he tried to possess you, moved, can't, and then yeah, so he is like hovering about like a couple feet over the ground, but he's still well within your striking distance.
Okay.
So Tolland is going to stab this guy. Well, first he's gonna actually fuck it. Slide over here, get flanking. 14 hits. I don't even know why I rolled. 8 points of piercing damage. Nocturne, roll a con save. 10.
Fine.
Nice, you're fine. Let's see. Oh, Talon, nice. Keeps his mouth shut. And then he is going to see you guys are going that way. Bonus action, he just disengaged it here. Oh, shit, he remember. Alright, so he'll just run. Bonus action, disengage, and run. Actually, sorry. Back up to here to grab the wheel and keep her straight from running into that fucking thing up in the top right corner that keeps killing. A giant ship that's poking out of the water that you guys can't see. So Talon's doing that. It's now the zombies' turns. Nocturne.
Are all these zombies still here?
Yes.
Of course they are. Okay. So my detect magic, can I detect the captain specifically?
Not really. He blends right in with the ship.
Okay.
It's just such a massive light that it's really hard to like pick out the speck. That's just brighter.
Understood. I am going to command. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
at
Wait.
level-
I'm attacking you.
Oh, I thought you said Nocton is in my turn. Sorry.
Yeah,
my bad.
like no, Nocton, I'm coming for you.
Got it. Misunderstood.
Sorry, I'll specify it. Nocton.
What did you
But-
roll?
Hold on. So natural 20,
Okay.
a 17.
So the first one hits.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna take 2d6 plus. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as, and it just like slams its arm into your face, like scraping a little bit of the barnacles off on your nose. But again, it's not that bad. But the other two just like clank against your armor, just does absolutely nothing.
Cool.
Flank. This guy's gonna come and attack her. 18 is gonna hit her for 7 damage. Jesus. As slams up against her, and now Clank is even more fucking just not having a good day. And then 3 more pop up on here. That's how many died, right? Yep, 3. Cool. So they recycle. And it is now Plank's turn. She's going to disengage. 20. 30. And then, oh God. Okay, she's gonna roll athletics check. And actually, shit. No. You guys are all there. She's gonna run. Okay, let's see if she falls into the water. Oh, honey. You guys, if anyone's looking, well, I guess you guys that are looking at the ghost, see the body of Plank like coming through the clouds and slamming against this ethereal railing. And let's see if she can hold on. Okay, she just barely is now holding on to the railing. And you hear the sound of, well, no, she would have, if she's going to jump, she would have put her guns away. So that was would have fallen. But now she's hanging on for dear life. Oh, no, she couldn't until she saved. Sorry. So, okay, no. She's going to retcon all that because I forgot she was frightened still. All right, she's going to disadvantage, just try to shoot this thing. Nice. Giant blows a giant hole through this zombie. Falls down dead. And then she's gonna repeat her save, which she fails. So she's still there. Great, good job. Nocta, now it's your turn. Your turn to kill.
Okay. So I'm gonna immediately cast Thunder Wave on myself. Centered on myself, excuse me. At level 2.
All right.
Oh
So
God, that's terrible.
2 save up here.
How did I manage to roll 1?
fails.
It's more than 17. Wait, why is that why is it defaulting to 17? I think it's still true, but shouldn't it be? It's 8 plus my proficiency plus my intelligence modifier, right?
Yes.
That is not 17. 8 plus 12. Oh, I can't do math. Hold on. 8 plus 4 is 12. Oh, no, that is right. DC 17. Okay. Never mind. So the one right in front of me takes only 3 damage, apparently, which is really stupid. Oh, does that make him prone? I forget. Spells Thunder Wave.
If he fails, then he gets pushed.
Right. Okay. So he's gonna get pushed away. and I'm going to run out this way. I will take an
Two-
attack
you're gonna
opportunity
take
from him.
3, yeah. So 20, 11. So 2 hit. I believe.
Well, no, one of them gets pushed, right?
Do they?
Yeah, because they failed.
So it's 10 feet.
Yeah. So I only take it from 2 of them.
Okay.
But one of them hits regardless.
6 damage. Bludgeoning.
Okay. Yep. So I cast Thunder Wave, and you all just hear this, and one of these ghostly forms, kind of goes flying over
Like
Nine's head.
flies, and like it hits 9, and she deflects him over her shoulder, and he like hobbles back to his feet. He's still up. But he's like barely alive. Some would say he has very few hit points.
And as I run by, the one that's closest to me sort of swipes me, and I stumble a little bit, but I make it out. I gotta remove that thing. It's not framed anymore. And then 9 is just gonna like immediately spin around and just clobber the one that flipped over her.
Okay, nice. It's a 8 AC.
I believe.
If you hit, you kill it because it has 1 hit point.
And I hit.
Yeah, just crushes the skull. And no more.
Excellent.
But again, mode of light.
Yep. Understood. And I think that's it.
Ben, you're up.
All right.
Feel a little exhausted.
Yeah, a little exhausted. Quickened Eldritch Blast at the captain.
Go
1,
for it.
2, and 3, all with disadvantage. So 24, 15, and 13.
Wait, hold on. 15.
So sorry, I was going bottom up. So 13, 15, and 24.
Okay, yeah. You have to beat a 14 armor class.
Okay, so he will take 15 force damage.
Nice.
And then as he hears Nocton do the thunder wave, he's gonna look over and be like, "No, that's my thing." And then and then he is going to use another sorcery point and cast a thunderball on the captain
Okay, cool.
at 5th level. So that is going to be a DC 17 dexterity save.
All right, cool. I have a 1 and resistance to the damage. 17?
Goes to you, I think.
Yeah,
So-
tie goes to me.
Yes,
Yes.
beats you.
All right, so it's quarter damage.
Damn. So he takes 15 15 thunder damage. Well,
Okay.
halved again. So
Wait, Fireball does
He can transmute.
thunder
it.
too? Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right, so how much damage was it? Sorry.
so
Aaron?
it would be half of 15. So I guess 7.
7. Okay, cool. All right. As
Alright.
you wait, so as you cast your thunderball, what about the rest of those people? Are you doing it to try and just hit on the outskirts of it?
So I'm doing it like above him because
Okay,
I see that he's trying to.
You're trying to
float up.
protect. Yeah, you're fair. All right, just making sure.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do it above him to like.
Yeah, like a firework. So
Yeah.
just
Do I see that it like barely does anything to him?
yeah, like you can see it kind of just shifts his and shimmers his form, but like he does not seem phased by what you just did.
Fuck that. Fuck you.
Nah, it's a spirit.
New plan.
Utag.
So you said he's in the air, right? Like 10 feet in the air?
No, he's like you brought him down, so he's still like hovering maybe 3 feet above the ground.
3 feet above that?
He's like still within melee, just like slightly above the ground.
Okay. So I'm going to bonus action hex him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to choose dexterity as the ability he has disadvantage on.
Okay.
And then I will make my 2 attacks on him.
A natural 20. That's good. The 11 doesn't hit.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
All right. And so that's
Nocton, settle down. I know you want to kill
uh,
it.
so it's 14 14 piercing.
Okay.
And then since I crit, I'm going to roll an additional weapon dice for it. So that's an 11, so it's 25 total.
25. Nice.
Yep.
All right. It is hanging on by a goddamn thread.
Oh, and then my hex damage, which is a d6.
Okay.
Plus an additional 5, so 30 total.
Okay. So that's. Oh man. Oh man. You can see that the bits of his fabric on his coat are starting to fade and break off into the sort of break off into ash, then like disappear from view. It looks like he's unraveling at the seams. Still up, but like his face is even starting to melt a little bit. He's hanging on.
Cool.
Etrian,
I'm going to
come on, you can finish this, boy. Just do something.
walk around here. Do I get the feeling with greater restoration, like can I make an arcana check or something with greater restoration? Just dispel him in his ship. They can remove a curse.
Roll an Arcana check. See if
I
that
like
works.
that. It works in Elden Ring.
Is
I mean, there is a remove curse spell.
If you were
The
going to do,
description says they can remove a curse, including one brought about by attunement to a cursed item.
True.
okay.
True.
So are you trying to do the remove curse to the ship,
Um,
captain, or your ship?
I was going to do the captain, the ghost captain.
Utag is going to take the disengage action and Cowabunga off the ship if he's doing that.
Would that arcana check tell me what I should look at to cast dispel greater restoration? Would I see if the
You would
the ship is
understand.
cursed?
Okay, so with an 18, you would understand that there is something that is part of a curse that the curse is locked onto, and the ship if the ship is cursed, it's going to use a lot. Like, I mean, it's a very high level remove curse to try and like remove something such as large as this.
Okay, so it probably wouldn't work. So then I am
Well,
just going.
There are other avenues. There could be something else on the ship, that you could find that's hidden away that like might be what's cursed. There are other ways for the curse to be hidden on something like this. I'm not trying to lead you. It's just that's one option that could be happen.
No, yeah, but casting it on the boat itself or on the. I get the idea that there's an item on here that I would have to look for.
There's something, yeah. There is something that is probably linking this curse to these waters, but it probably is on the ship. It's just you gotta with an 18,
Explore a little bit.
you know that it exists.
And I would try to just take out the captain
Okay, so go
at
for
this
it.
point. So blight at 4th level.
Yeah.
It's a concentration save 17 or a con save, sorry, 17. 35 or half of 35.
Oh man. Okay. So what kind of damage is it? It's
Oh, you know what? It's necrotic.
You
Would I know that it has no effect on undead?
you cast your spell. You
I
roll
already said it, so like, oh shit.
So you go to try and cast this spell, and God, I wanted to heal it so bad, but we're running out
Do
of
it.
time.
No.
So
Just do it.
you put your hand because it's touch, right? No, it's 30
No,
feet.
blight is distance 30 foot.
So as you're casting your spell, you're watching this energy start to collect on his form, and as you go to try and like have it eat into it like it normally eats into flesh, you just watch it drip through and then slop onto the floor as he just
Like, oh right, shit, I forgot, you're undead. And then I would turn around and Misty's.
Not too
Oh no,
hard.
she has a spell. Shit. I just jump into the water away from him. I don't want to get possessed.
Okay, cool. Doesn't recharge, so
And then turn into a water elemental as a bonus action.
okay, cool. Don't worry. Look at me, who has your water elemental ready for you.
Nice.
All right, cool. So you should be able to control that now. All right. It is now the captain's turn, and he.
I don't know if I like that.
All right, Utag. He is going to shoot you now. Actually, no. He's gonna drop both. He's gonna drop both pistols, and he's going to lunge at you, Utag. You're gonna go, give me your soul, and he's like his face is gonna go full skeleton, and you can see like this skeleton like fully come out of this coat as he's going to try to withering touch you.
Okay.
He's gonna miss. Passes through you to the other side. You can see that he's picked up a little bit of the curse that has followed you. So there's like some like this little floating crab that's like in his ghost form and then drops out. Holland is going to go here. First he's gonna hide. Yeah, he's fine. As he stabs this one in the back, Nocton, and you watch him just like clatter to the ground. Mote of Light leaves, and then it is now Zambi's turns. Nocton, you see two more pop up over there, and these three start moving in your direction. This guy is going to meet you. 19?
19 hits.
Nice. Suck on 7 points of bludgeoning damage as this decrepit fucking hand just clobbers you in the face. And that is all of the Zambi's turns. Plank, Jesus Christ, get it together, girl.
Why are they freaking ganging up on me?
Dude, she cannot roll to save this fucking frightened from this thing, but she'll step out boldly, shakily, and realize that she just doesn't have to attack that thing. She can attack these things fine. So she's gonna take 2 shots with the pistol. Oh my god, girl.
Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, dude.
Pirate's useless.
Hey!
There we go.
Blows the jaw off of this one. But it's still up. Nocton,
Yes.
you're up.
Okay, so the captain is still fighting Utag. And I'm assuming it is still foggy enough that I cannot see.
You would have it's a half leap of faith when you jump from ship to ship. Because it's a you can kind of make out where the railing and the deck is, but like it's still it's just a really heavy fog.
Utag seems to be holding his own. I'm gonna I mean, at least as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna like whip around with my sword. Does a 13 hit?
Yeah.
And that's 7 points of damage for him.
He's already been hit, so he does not do his ash. Got it.
And then I'm gonna I forget if I use my second attack, does it have to be the same type of attack as the first?
You could shove, trip, do another.
So like could I swing and shoot?
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
you had your sword and your pistol out, so you
Yeah.
were dual wielding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
and then I will fire at him.
All right, so disadvantage, please. This guy or this guy?
This guy. Oh wait, so the first one wasn't dead?
No, he's alive.
Oh, then I'll just swing at him again. Sorry, I misheard.
Oh yeah, no, he's still up. You gutted, like you slashed his chest.
7
open.
and 9 total.
Okay,
So first was 7, second was 9.
yeah, he's like, dude, you've slashed like a giant X into his chest, but he's still like.
And then 9's gonna just bowl into him and swing.
Oh, natty 1.
Oh God. And he slips on like the
He
starfish
slips,
that's on the deck.
stumbles, and you watch her fist just shatter the middle window that connects to the like the captain's quarters. And Heavy Neck's, yep, sure as shit, still floating there.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Next up is Finn.
Where is Finn? Oh, he's up there.
Oh my god, okay. Really gonna make sure he's dead.
How are you
huh?
doing that?
Yeah, so 6 Eldritch Blasts. So
Oof.
that's 11, 18, 18, crit fail, and 19. So I'm assuming anything above what, 14?
Mhm.
So that is 4 plus 5 is 9.
Had 5 hit points, sir. 5.
All right, after
Oh,
9,
man.
he takes 7 more.
Yeah. How would you like to finish off this captain?
Well, fuck that, and fuck you, and, and he sees Utag's like trying to like basically just holding him still, and he's just like,
And as your blasts, like the first one, like blasts right in the gut, and he looks down, and you actually see a physical hole where it was, and then quickly in succession, you blast his shoulder off, you blast his other shoulder, you blast his hip, you blast his legs, and then the final one shatters his head to the ethereal plane for the time being. And then you watch as the ship starts to shimmer and the sponginess and the hardness of it starts to like give way, and you watch as this blurs, and then almost like a plume of this bluish white smoke also turns into ethereal dust, and then dissipates as all of the magic that was powering these zombies leaves their eyes and mouth, and they clatter to the ground, and you guys all splash into the ground or splash into the water
Help,
as
I can't swim.
this ghost ship shimmers out of existence.
Wow.
And then the fog also lifts.
How did you make them like ghostified on Roll20? That's really cool.
You can, so if you go into the setting, you go into the tint color,
Oh.
and you can,
interesting. Okay.
so like this is like, if I just like, I think if I go no color, there it is.
Oh, that's
That's
sick.
cool.
Yeah, so I did that with all the people too to make them all like ghosty.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured they were just blue, but then I saw that they were the regular color in the turn order. I was like, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys find yourselves free from this ghost ship's clutches, Plank runs over to the edge and goes, "We're leaving, yeah? We're leaving right now. Yeah, like right. Um, as she's panic, talking, you hear, "Who broke my fucking window?"
Oh, wow.
And
It's
then and
very-
Caroline sort of like goes and just stands in front of the window.
Heavy Neck goes and looks out the window, sees that there's like multiple zombies, like bodies all just clattered onto the deck.
I'm bleeding from a gash on my forehead and like a couple like contusions on my arm.
He looks at you and just goes, "Is everybody alive?"
As far as I'm aware.
Okay, good. I'm not dealing with this shit. And he just turns and then goes and flops back, belly down onto the bed, and it starts snoring almost immediately. You guys are able to clean up the ship and safely navigate the last little bit until the sun starts to rise, and the last deadly column, the last shipwreck passes by, and you sail into this. Finn, when was the last time you saw coral reef, if at all?
He definitely does not remember ever seeing a coral reef.
You guys look down, and it is a plethora of color.
Actually, it was in the vision that Loretus
Oh yeah, there you
gave
go.
him. That's the only time he remembers.
Little premonition then. You look down, and you have never seen so much color in one place. Purples, blues, yellows, reds, oranges, stripes, whites. There are scores of schools of fishes that are down there that are like feeding and living amongst this coral reef. There is a very, it almost like the path has been. Everybody roll a nature check as you guys look down, and Plank is kind of pointing out the path that we need to follow. Those of you who rolled higher than a 20,
Ew.
this path, it those of you who rolled lower than a 20, this path looks like it's well maintained, like it was made. Those of you who rolled higher than a 20, this path was made in a non-invasive manner. It's almost as if it was just the coral just doesn't grow there, or maybe it was moved, or if it's, you don't know, but there's a slight little bit of, there's something else to this as you guys slowly meander through this coral reef. And Plank goes, all right, there it is, look, there. And she points out off in the distance, a couple hundred feet away, there is a barge that looks like it has been made out of a chain of maybe like 2 ship hulls and then maybe like part of a house, but it looks like it's like half sunken in the middle, and then both ends stick out. And as you get to it, she goes, slow down. So you get within like 200 feet. You hear her like run up to the front and go, wait. And then you see figures start to emerge from this barge, all dressed in all manner of pirate garb, not heavily armored, but heavily armed. You can already see cutlasses, bandoliers with guns hanging off the holsters. And they see your ship, and you hear back, and then the guy, one of the larger figures on the barge, raises a hand and starts to wave. He goes, let's go meet T. You got a smaller ship. Heavy Neck is with you guys. Tolland is with you. Sheila gets to the ship, looks at the barge, and goes, yeah, I think I'm going to stay here. just tell me what tea's like. And she's gonna like post up with her little Adirondack chair and like put her sunglasses down and just kind of like hang back. The rest of you can board the little dinghy.
Is Talon still old?
Oh yeah, Talon's super old.
Would Greater Restoration help with that?
Hold on, let me see.
Did
Oh,
somebody
is
say
it
tea?
Is it a curse or is it
Yes,
just like
Greater Restoration
aged?
actually would. Talon is looking rather ragged. He's even got some unnoticed crow's feet starting to form at the core of his. But notably, he does have the white streak in his hair. He doesn't seem to have noticed the white streak.
Oh, so can I Greater Restoration try to heal him?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, just go up and like pat him on the shoulder, like, hey man, you're not looking so great. How you feeling?
And you cast your spell, and you immediately feel like the muscle grow underneath your hand as a little bit of the youth that he lost is then he goes,
That's bad.
kind of better actually. I was just
That's
like,
good.
it's just like you said something and I just feel good. But holy shit, that ghost got scary as shit. Are you just like, I had fucking nightmares after that.
Yeah, I can imagine. It fucked you up, man.
So you cast Greater Restoration on Talon. He ages back, but the white streak remains.
I asked him about. I pointed out to him.
Where'd this come from? This is a lot. And he like pulls the whole lock down. And Talon's like, you want to not worry about your hair when we're going to meet, like, I don't know, the head of like the whole mutiny against Thaddeus. Maybe.
It's easier if you just do not have hair.
Yeah,
You got
but
a point.
then I look like him, and I don't want to look like a ball sack. So I'm okay with the white.
Please explain ball sack.
Oh, testicles.
I see.
That's what his head looks like.
I see.
Please
Well,
explain.
or
ball
rather,
sack.
I should say, I understand. I do not see and do not wish to see.
As you guys are rowed to the where the barge is.
Real quick, can like Finn come out and what's his name? Can Zilch come out and be like, did somebody say tea? Oh, and then like overhear about the zombies and be like, oh, why didn't you guys just like wake me up? I could have gotten rid of all of them.
I believe that
No,
all
just to wake you
those who
up.
were sleeping were incapacitated.
Oh, that's
Oh, well, I don't remember. Okay, good night.
Where?
yeah.
Have fun with your tea party.
Oh, I get it. Tea party. All right. So you guys, as you guys get to where they dock the boats, you can see a hairy-armed, thick-necked, tanned-skinned human male dressed in black pants and white linen shirt. He carries a cutlass on his hip and is smoking a long Gandalf pipe. He has face tattoos under both eyes and along his chin. As he reaches out, you can hear Plank go, "Teddy, looking good as always." You can see she gets lifted up onto the plank, and he smiles, just like, "Plank, get in there. It's been a while. Good to see you." And she just kind of like, "Hey," and then like the rest of the people that were waiting disappear with her into the small barge. The rest
And
of
they
you,
all
oi, name's Teddy.
So the T stands for Teddy.
No, I'm not T.
Oh,
I'm Theodore, but people like to call me T.
Theodore. That's a lovely name. I like that name.
Thank you, but Teddy seems to be what everyone likes. So, and he like lifts you up and puts you on the dock. Nice to meet you. Names?
Etrian.
Utag, Finn, Nocta.
My name is Frostin Finnick. You can call me Finn though.
On the way up to the pier, can I have casted enhance ability on Finn?
Okay.
Yeah, so you get advantage on. Do you need advantage on charisma checks? You already get that.
No, but it
Oh.
definitely will help.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I mean,
Alright.
you could.
I don't know if I want to make our best better or help the weakest link in social situations at all.
That's what I was gonna say. I can, in theory, cast enhance ability on myself if I have to.
Okay.
All right. So because I know there's a hard 9:30 time, like get off, I'm gonna try and fast track this a little bit for you, Nocton. So you guys follow Teddy into the pier, and it is ramshackled. You can see that it looks like something blew up in the middle of it and like cracked it into the water a little bit. And it looks like there around the hole that it was made, there are like benches and seats, and then there's like a table all thrown together, all mismatched. As he sits you down, he would have asked you like, you know, where you came from or not, like, but Plank is with you. So as you guys get in, Plank is going to kind of take lead and go, Teddy, Mutineers, I got some new members. And they're going to bullshit for a little bit. And eventually Plank is going to smile, and Teddy's going to go look at you guys, goes, all right, guys, I think it's time to meet T. And he walks to the opposite side of the hole, and it looks like there is like another wall with a door. He takes an oar off of that wall, and he just slams it down 3 times onto like the wood underneath him. And you guys wait 30 seconds, and then
That seems excessive.
coming from the hole underneath, you watch very slow, very sultry, very with like the like confidence of Beyonce times a fucking million. A blue-skinned individual with this mane of blue hair that's slicked back behind her shoulders. She turns, you can see her razor sharp cheekbones, her emerald eyes dotted with blue flecks, brown freckles, and with a slender build. She has piercings all over herself, nose, ears that connect. She has them like on her eyebrows. If you want to look at your handouts, you can look at Baroness Phantasma.
I thought she was dead.
She has a white short sleeve poncho on that shows her midriff, a loose fitted belt with a dagger that hangs like sloppily to one side. She wears khaki pants tucked into leather shin guards with matching bracers. And you notice that one of her hands is missing, and that missing part is bandaged, and it looks like it's a fairly fresh bandage. It's like still healing.
So I'll immediately say, it appears that you are not deceased.
She goes and grabs one of the liquor bottles, pulls the cork off of the bottle, chugs it, looks at you, would not just chugs it, but like takes a big gulp and like looks at you and goes, it's going to take a lot more to kill me. I am Baroness Phantasma Raquelia Tassar. And welcome to the mutiny. And that's where we'll end the session.
Son of a bitch.
Excellent.
That was easy.
So you guys, we will end with you guys parked into the Coral Cove that is protecting the secret hideout of the mutiny and the Baroness. And we will pick up we'll pick up tomorrow with a Joe adventure, but we will pick up next week with what this crew is going to do with how they're going to approach talking to Baroness and what she has planned in store for you guys. So thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Cool.
everybody who's watching. I'm sorry we're like trying to rush through this ending, but Nocton's got to get off and attend to a sick girlfriend. So we understand. But thank you. We love all of you and appreciate you guys for sticking with us.
I think he's tending to his healthy girlfriend.
Healthy.
Well, nearly healthy, but
Either
have a
way,
good night.
we wish them the best. Thank you guys.